I'm Lil Covens, and today I'm introducing someone who truly doesn't need an introduction. We all know the very one and the very only Brooke Bechtel. Brooke Bechtel. She's a woman of many names. You may know her as Brooke, or by her very creative TikTok username, Misunderstood Furry. You've probably heard her make weird noises in the halls, or maybe you've been blessed by her wonderful John Lennon impression. And I think the entire senior class knows her for her infamous Ravi tapestry. But the truth is, nobody knows her like I do. Brooke has been my telepathic twin and one of my very best friends since day one, and I think it's safe to say that my life has never been the same. From playing Roblox games to taking pictures with dumb Snapchat filters, Brooke makes my day better every day. In addition to her goofiness, Brooke is also sincere and honest. Sometimes a little too honest. One time in particular, Brooke walked up to me and said, "You look sick." I wasn't sick. Not only is Brooke loyal and honest, but she is wonderfully creative. She has a keen eye for style and has the best taste in music. The class of 2026 wouldn't be nearly as creative, funny, and one of a kind without Brooke. So, I give you my very own measly brother, Brooke Sheridan Bechtel. I'm a little sniffly today, so sorry about that. Okay. Last year, my mom decided to become a yoga teacher. With her training came the constant recitations of everything she had to learn and memorize. The book reading, the video watching, and even some podcast listening that I had to endure daily for months. This tiny portion of my life felt like an eternity, yet it passed by so quickly. And by the time my mom became a teacher, it was over just like that. I no longer heard the long, strange-sounding Sanskrit words and phrases that echoed throughout our little house, and soon it became a routine for me to see her go to and from the yoga studio. She would come home covered in sweat, looking all red like she had just been sitting in the sun or doing sprints. So I began to associate yoga with things like fatigue, sweat-drenched Lululemon, yoga mat stench, which is horrible, and all of these impossible poses with all of these impossible names that I couldn't even pronounce. She would always ask me if I wanted to come to class with her, saying something along the lines of, "Oh, come on." Every time she asked me to join her, I refused her offers and complained, made lame excuses to get out of it. This was just me being ignorant, but deep down, I was just unwilling to admit that I was maybe just a little curious to know more. So, one day, I finally went. It was sometime around January of last school year, so it's been a good 9 months or so since I've been going. I now consider myself a regular, going to Hot 26 and Hot Power Vinyasa whenever I've got the chance. These two practices, along with many others of course, put both your mind and your body to work. The physicality can be intense and demanding, requiring an immense amount of focus. Imagine being in a hot, stuffy, humid room set at a lovely temperature of somewhere between 95 and 115 degrees, all while trying to keep your breath, balance, and execution on point. But as strange as this may sound, it's simply addicting. I find myself almost craving it at times because each time I go back to class, I have the opportunity to improve and grow even stronger. It also brings me solace and can be the perfect way to unwind after a long day or weekend. By no means am I at the acme of my performance, but at this point, I am proud to admit that I can do some pretty cool things. There's nothing more rewarding than working so hard towards something, putting forth your time and effort, and finally accomplishing it. You can't beat that feeling. Every day, I learn something new, improve a skill or pose, meet new people, and further strengthen relationships I have at the studio with my friends. From Tori with her contagious positivity and poise, and John's charming comments and occasional surprise hugs, to the countless hilarious conversations we all share. I will continue to cherish the memories and foster the community that exists in that space. I cannot imagine what my days would look like without going up to the house, the studio. Something that was once so nuanced in my life has now become one of the most cherished parts of it. I strongly advise you all to find or continue to pursue an activity or hobby that makes you thrive, gives you comfort, and the ability to let loose, but also to branch out. Find something that offers you a range of opportunities, no matter the conditions or possible challenges, because it really is a blessing to find yourself surrounded by an abundance of diversity. Human connection is important, and no obstacles or stereotypes should get in the way of that. For me, being up at the studio, doing yoga with my friends and family is one of those things. Because going beyond what you thought was your limit is sensational. Finally, to my class of 26, I love it when you guys make me laugh and cringe way beyond the normal amount, but that's okay because I know y'all can say the same thing about me. Finally, again, as I say at the end of class, the light and love in me sees and honors the light and love in each of you. Thank you.